To be back here in Indo for the Corona Bali protected Jeremy Flores, a two-time pipe master, getting things started in the barrel up against Frederico Morais here, and a huge hook to finish this wave off. He's not done yet. More power unloaded, and he is showing great form through the early events this season. Hasn't had that huge result just yet. Got that dad power on call now. And what a way to kick things off.
Well, I like the tube, okay? But kind of stock standard for me, this is what I like. Watch the speed he carries through this turn. I mean, whipping, tail to rail, and that's what it's all about. Solid surfing, almost going excellent. First wave of the heat is definitely kind of set the scale of the heat, but you know, to me, I was ready to flip an excellent score at that all day long because of that turn coming out of the tube. You know, he could get it going as Jeremy's in again.
Looking for the backup number now. Flores, mean hook to get started. Up into the pocket, changing up his approach, loses the footing.
And Jeremy going really fast through his turn. So, whereas he came unstuck there.
And behind him, Morais gets an opportunity, loads up all his speed. Get ready for the big hack. And there it is, just cutting down. Wanting to get to that end section with enough time to unload something special.
We'll see if the judges kind of find the difference that we're talking about in the transition of the turns, because we're going to walk you through this one. He's flying, and then he comes into the turn, and it was a sick turn through a lot of water, kind of rode the rail line through the lip.
Frederico mowed him down, though. He got in line with him.
Yeah.
He had to make up a bit of ground, but Flores got into position. And he is tucking into the barrel once again. Can he punch through this curtain? No dramas at all. And now goes to add some more points down the line. Big hit, throws that tail. Can't ride out of that final move, but he was only looking to improve on a three-point ride. And that should do it.
And I know I'm harping on the turn here, but there's a big difference in speed. Jeremy finding some tube time, then comes out a little out of sorts. Never really finds the rhythm back into this wave, so the rest of it just kind of comes up a little off balance there and not exactly what he was looking for. He's going to go back out and look for something better, but the beauty shot right there. It's pretty fun to watch.
I really love that angle too, because it just shows you a bit more of the lineup, just the surfer's complete read on the wave. Jeremy Flores was pretty close to finishing this one off too, which would have actually helped push the score quite a bit higher, I think. Probably didn't get that second turn quite right, but it was done with a lot of commitment. He was going for something more high risk than a standard carve after, what was a great barrel ride. Really strong performance, and to think that he never really finished the wave off, and he was still getting scores in and right up to the excellent range is pretty impressive. Also impressive is the form that Flores has shown past the third round once this season. Jeremy continues to turn up in these heats. Frederico Morais, he's trying to bank a big number here, get himself back in this heat. He needs an 8.94. 4.83 for his first wave. That one didn't really pan out, did it, Strider?
His priority for it, and it wasn't worth it because this first turn was a little late, and then the second turn had all the foam from the previous wave in it, the one that Jeremy caught. And that's something you really have to look down the line to see. Unfortunate for him. He's going to have to go back out there, reset. Plenty of time left for him. But I like the intent off the first turn. There was definitely a little more speed into it, which I think is something that he's recognized already in this heat, and he's ready to take it to Jeremy on that face with speed. I actually had an anxiety attack in the lineup, never even caught a wave and came in.
So that's what Frederico Morais might be dealing with in this second year on the championship tour. But he is a mean competitor. He's going to throw everything at that first section. Had to really chase down that first pocket, so not surprised to see him throw something a little bit more high risk at that section. Jeremy Flores kicked off the heat with a 7.77. He's since found a backup number of 6, and he's looking for more now. Ducks into the tube, beautiful conditions. He will find his way through this one and has speed to burn. Grabs that rail, glides through a nice big carve, and looking for a finish on the inside now. Nice pocket jam, whacks it up over the foam, and he'll kick out with just under 12 minutes to go and probably kiss that 6-point ride goodbye and replace it with something more solid.
Look at this thing, though. What a nugget. Thing doubled up, bowled out on that inside read, pushed across, came out with a nice little cutback, grabs the rail for control, and just wanted to get the completion and better his 6. Up into that 14-point total, make him feel really comfortable. Frederico on his wave outside, goes for the slam, but digs a rail.
10 minutes to go. Frederico knows that he has to make a move soon, and he's got a good-looking wave here. The barrel holds open, pushes through that curtain. He goes out onto the open face, gets that roundhouse cutback going. Looking for a solid finish here. Needs to hammer the section. Completes the turn. How do you think that is going to stack up against Jeremy's numbers, though, Strider?
It's just as far as numbers go on the scale, you can break the wave apart here. Good little section, breaks through, cut back into the white water. This little turn in here, there's not much in it, and then finishes with a quick transition turn there. I like the speed off the end. The wave's not really super throaty. It definitely had a nice cup in it, but the wave Jeremy had with the 8 had a real nice double up look to it, and I think the way he executed on that is the reason why the score went so high into the 8s, and there you go, Frederico coming out with a 4.67. So like I said, 50 to 3/4 of the score.
Giving us a great example of progression on the forehand, but also on the backhand. Here we go, Frederico's up at the moment, and he's going to take to the air, rides out of that turn. Goes to the rail now. Little transition turns to set up an inside hit here, and he blasts that end section. And will that one help him break combination?
Out of the new Portuguese Prince. Watch this, off the bottom, looks at the section, identifies it, blasts the tail out high. So I love the way that he got the fins up over his head. Set up that cutback really well. Comes to the inside, throws buckets too, bang. Really quick snap off the top. Solid surfing right there from Frederico Morais. We'll see if he can get that score that he needs to break combination.
Definitely one of those mentally tough competitors, Frederico. I think he proved that a bunch of times last year. And that might just be the wave that he needed. It might have come at the perfect time. 5 minutes on the clock.
How you start, it's how you finish.
Exactly, and the conditions have dropped, so it's going to suit him a little bit more as well. Some movement out the back here. Jeremy Flores trying to get rid of a 7.77. Nice tall section to work with. Attempts that under the lip, grab rail reverse, but can't quite ride out. Seen him pull that out of the bag in competition a number of times in the past. Frederico Morais tucking in on the outside. We mentioned it earlier, he's been missing the barrel rides at the start of his scoring rides. As a result, he's been kept at the lower end of the scale. This one didn't have the scoring opportunity straight after the pit, but he's trying to make up for it now and does very well on the end of this ride to throw the reverse. 9.71 though is a big number, Strider.
Great effort, fell into it like right here. Catches that rail right under the lip, so beautiful too. Probably had a great vision, looking out at Jeremy, sprays him on the way by. Thinking, all right, you think you comboed me? I'm gonna come out and give you a little combination of my own with some fins in your face, and then throws the reverse on the inside. So great execution of above the lip surfing right there that I feel like I'd love to see more of, because Frederico's got it.
And Jeremy making his way out. Frederico, definitely you could see his confidence building after that last ride, feeling really comfortable going to the air now on this wave. He back to 7.17, Strido. It wasn't enough to get him in the lead, but he's chipped away at the requirement, but time wiping off the clock pretty quickly now, 30 seconds remaining.
That one first air reverse he did off the outside section on that bigger one gave him the tempo he needed, but it just came a little too late in the game for him. And he's going to finish up this thing and be bowing out of the event here in round 3.
A tough result for him, but he did make a heat of it. Jeremy Flores, though, continues his charge here, and he's through to the 4th round for just the 2nd time this season.